Pleasure to receive here in 16 válvulas from Portugal. Mario Isola from Pirelli is obviously one of the main, as to say, the main person to can talk about this new season about Pirelli, and we're going to talk about 2022. But obviously, we've got to start talking about Pirelli. First of all, I will make a small introduction in Portuguese. Portanto, como podem ver, Mario Isola da Pirelli está connosco para nos falar da temporada e dos desafios para 2022. So, it is a great pleasure, Mr. Mario. I hope that you are okay. First of all, I would like to ask you two questions, personal question as to say, and then talking about Pirelli. First of all, obviously, must go to Monte Carlo when we've got to understand how was it by driving a car, a rally car, with also a special co-driver. Can you tell us something about this experience, this radical experience?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, it was a very nice experience. So first of all, thank you for your invitation. It's a pleasure for me to be here and talk to you. Talking about Monte Carlo is our first big event of the year with the WRC. And I had the opportunity to celebrate or to start the celebration of this 150 years of Pirelli with a very special event, driving a Lancia 037 Chimera, a very nice car, a very powerful car. But most of all, it was very funny to have Peter Solberg, 2003 World Rally Champion, as a co-driver. He didn't expect to be invited as a co-driver. When he arrived, it was funny because he said, okay, let's go, I'm going to drive. And I said, no, you're going to stay next to me and I'm driving. And he said, are you joking? No, I'm not joking. I need some advices from you. And it was a very nice experience. I believe you can feel that it was funny also from the video that we put on our YouTube channel. And it was a very, very nice, and it was a good and funny way to celebrate our start of the season.
But would you prefer to have rain at the tracks, having snow, or dry like it was this year?
Honestly, considering that I don't have many opportunities to drive a car and so on, I prefer to have a condition that is a bit easier. So it was a bit scaring, I have to say, because when we were going to the shakedown, to the start of the shakedown, there was part of the road section that was in the shadow, and there was some ice on track, and it was very slippery. And I told Peter, it's very slippery. No, don't worry, it's just frost. And then we were sliding, and he said, no, it's very slippery, so pay attention in the shakedown. Luckily, the shakedown was on the other side of the mountain, and so it was, let's say, in the sun, and we had no ice. The level of grip was good, and we were using road tires, I have to say. It's true, we were using the winter zero tires that are the normal tires you can buy from any of our dealer.
But you choose that one, or there was no other way for choosing other tires?
No. We had the option to use also P0 or other tires that we can fit on that car. Obviously, the conditions were suggesting to use a winter tire because it was quite cold. So there was the chance to have some ice or some slippery condition during the stage. As I said, the level of grip was quite good, so I had also the opportunity to push a little bit, and it was very nice. And at the end, Peter said it was okay.
In your opinion, this is my last question about this Monte Carlo. What's your opinion on Pirelli? It worked well? You wanted the tires to be different?
No, it worked well. I'm coming back 25 years when I was a test driver for Pirelli, but no, it was good. Obviously, with a winter tire, you have a slightly different behavior compared to a P0. P0 is more, let's say, a race tire, a bit more precise, but it's the way in which this tire is designed. But in winter condition, the Soto Zero tire is the right choice.
Okay, perfect. So my last personal question, as to say, is about this year, the 150th anniversary from Pirelli. What does it mean for you and for the enterprise, this Italian manufacturer?
I believe it's a very, very great achievement. We are on the market since 150 years. I believe there are not many companies that can show this, and the strength of the company after 150 years. Actually, the company has grown a lot in this period. I'm more expert about motorsport because I'm more involved in motorsport. And if you look at the last 20 years, we were just involved 20 years ago in the World Rally Championship and some other championships. Now we are in Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3, all the main GT championships. Rally, as I said, we supply currently more than 230 championships, talking about cars, and if I add also motorbikes, we are going to supply more than 350 championships. So it's a huge number, but it's also giving you the idea on how important is motorsport for the company. And for the company, the secret is to, it's an old company with a modern vision. So we needed to grow new engineers. So we need to focus on our people in order to have continuity for the future, good managers for the future, technology, sustainability, that are the main chapters in our environment. In automotive and motorsport, technology is at the forefront, and obviously we develop a lot, and we use motorsport as an open laboratory for our technology. Virtual models, for example, we have now a simulator in Milan. We work together with Politecnico di Milano, the university, on another simulator, and there are a lot of areas in which we are at the top, I would say, in terms of development, materials, processes, and at the end, that means product.
Okay, and is there a plan for other events like this one from participating in Monte Carlo? Are we, or can we expect some surprises from Pirelli in these special events?
I think so, because we intend to celebrate our 150 years for all the year. So we are planning some other nice events, not with myself, with other with other people, obviously, and in other activities. But I believe that we have to do that, and we have to use this opportunity to show what our company can do.
Some surprises, I believe so. So this is the right time to talk about Formula One. We are starting a new era, as to say, a new year also, with some challenge also, not for only the cars, the drivers and all the things, but obviously for the tires. Can you tell us something about what you need to make different for this season? Because you have already prepared it for other seasons, you have already tried the different tires and also wheels and all the things. But in this moment, because we are away from 2 weeks to start the new season, can you tell us something about what is new for Pirelli in this season with new cars and all the things that we know?
I would say everything, because we have a new product that is not just a different size from 13 to 18 inches, is a complete new product, is a lot more relevant for our road tire development, because the size is now very close to what we fit on road cars, but also the characteristics of the new product are different. We agreed with F1, with all the stakeholders, including drivers, of course, to design a tire that is different, with less overheating, less degradation, with compounds, with a wider working range. That means that we had to design not only a new construction, a new size, a new profile, but also a new family of compounds. We decided that to achieve the targets, we had to start from scratch, more or less, and to use a new technologies, new ingredients, and so we took the gamble, I would say, because everybody has in mind that, have in mind that 2022 and the 18 inches tire is one product. In reality, is 7 different products, because we have 5 compounds for slick tires, we have an intermediate tire, and we have a tire for wet condition. So it was a huge amount of work in the last season and in the season before. Due to the pandemic, we had to slow down a little bit the development, especially in 2020, but we were continuing to use our simulators, our virtual models, to try to simulate new ideas. And from the 70 different ideas, I would say, that we had, we tested 30. So we had the opportunity to select the best ones with the virtual models. And I have to say, I'm quite happy of the results. We still miss to test the new tire on the real 2022 cars that are completely different from last year. The aero package is different. There are some characteristics that are different also in terms of brakes and the heat that is transferred from brakes to the rim. So there are some details that we need to validate on track, but in Abu Dhabi, during the post-season test, we had the possibility to run with 9 different cars. Unfortunately, Williams didn't provide a mule car, but we tested with all the cars together, and we confirm what we have found during our development test. So basically, what was important was to confirm the characteristics on all the cars, because we supply the same product to many different cars. It's important that we supply the best compromise, not a tire that is customized on a specific team or driver.
Is there any special fear in constructing this tire? Is something that you are afraid from receiving some data that is not very useful? As to say, you are fear of, for example, the temperature. Do you think that this sending the airflow for the back can make some challenge? Mr. Mario, also obviously one question is about the new circuits. As to say, this new season will have a long season, new circuits. What can you expect? Is there some circuits that will be suitable more than others for these tires in this season, Mr. Mario?
We have to understand, first of all, how the new aero package is working, because looking at the simulation, it should be more efficient on high-speed tracks or high-speed corner. Rather than low speed. So I can imagine that also the delta lap time between last year and this year could be different if you look at different layout, for example. So they should be closer on high-speed circuits and probably a bit slower on low-speed circuit. That's the main difference that I'm expecting. Talking about new circuits, we rely on simulations coming from the teams. Obviously, on new circuits, there is always a bit of unknown more than on well-known circuits, but this year it's different in any case because of the new car. So we go to Barcelona, we go to Bahrain, where we have a lot of experience since more than 10 years now, but with the new cars, it will be a bit new, I would say, even if the layout is always the same. So I'm quite curious to see which is the real performance of the car, and also to see if this new design of the car is working as expected, because you know that all the new aero package has been designed to encourage close racing. So to give the possibility to the drivers that are in the back to push and try to overtake. Yes. So it's really important to understand if when you fall in a car, the level of downforce is still there. Last year, they were losing up to 40% of downforce. That is quite a lot. If you lose such amount of downforce, you start sliding and you overheat the tire, and then you cannot push anymore. If the downforce is there, because with this new aero package, you can keep it, then it's easier for drivers to push. Obviously, not only for the one in the back, for the one in the front, but to push and try to overtake. That means that on one side, I am expecting maybe less pit stops. Okay, majority of the race is on one stop. On the other side, if it works like expected, we should have more action on track. So drivers fighting more.
Okay, that's a good news. That's good news, obviously. And my last question would be about going for these so many travels, as to say, going for different circuits around the globe. It means how many people do you have to take to have this, as to say, this product working so fine in each circuit, in each Grand Prix?
We have our team on track is made by 55 people. We are more than 65 if we have also Formula 2 and Formula 3. But it's just a small amount of people compared to the number of people that are working in Milan, in our R&D, in Didcot, in our technical center, in the factories. We have 2 dedicated factories, one in Romania, one in Turkey. We make the compounds in Italy, in Turin. So there are a lot of people that are working around Formula 1, even if they are not coming to races. But talking about the traveling team is made by 55 people.
Okay. So will you miss Portimao, Portugal, and the sunny beaches and all the things?
Of course.
You are not coming this year, but you have been here 2 years in a row, but you will miss that.
I will. I remember in the past, I also had the opportunity to go to Estoril, for example, many years ago. Yeah. And I came to Portugal many times for the rally, also for the WRC event. So not in the last location. I believe that now is in the north. Now,
yes,
but in the past
it was in
Algarve, and I used to go there. And it's a great location, so it was a pleasure to go there.
Okay, we will miss your presence here in Portugal for the Formula 1 Grand Prix. It cannot be for the moment, maybe next year. But I would like to wish all the team from Pirelli the good luck and also a good season. I'm sure that you are going to do and produce a perfect product for the Formula 1 in this new era. And I'm inviting you, obviously, that you have already proven before, so it's easy to ask for this.
You.
And you are invited anytime you want to come to make one, as to say, the opinion how it is going. But I wish the best for this season, Mr. Mario Isola. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Obrigado.
Thank you very much. Obrigado.
Obrigado. Adeus.
Thank you. Bye-bye.